Hey everybody, it's Queen of Light 1111. Hope you're all doing well here with a midweek energy check-in. So I wanted to check in on the soul contract. I haven't pulled the Akashic records in a while, and so I thought let's see where the twins are as related to their soul contract, and it's a very interesting reading. So if you guys want to book your own personal reading, coaching session, or healing session, then go to queenoflight1111.com. Let's get started with the bottom of the deck. We have the treasure, the Two of Keys. So, you all may be feeling a little challenged right now. You look at this card, the treasure. You see this person, he's got his hand over his mouth, and he's looking at all the treasure that's fallen out of the treasure chest. The treasure chest is empty. And what he's failing to see is that there's a light here. There's a guiding light here. So when this card comes out, it's about disappointment. It's about experiencing disappointment right now, whether it's the loss of a job, a relationship, an opportunity, something that's just not going right in your connection or in your journey right now. You have to remember though, and with this specific card, when this card comes out, yes, you are experiencing loss or disappointment right now, but this is temporary, okay? Things take time and effort to recover, to realign, to course correct. And so that little chest that's there, that treasure chest that's there, that's the part of you that, that you filled with light. Okay, it's this energy where you're like, oh, I put so much time and energy into this and now all is lost. But no, all is not lost. If you look behind you, if you go within, that light within you is never lost. Okay, connect to your inner guide, connect to your higher self. And so this has a lot to do with your own self-imprisonment for both you and your masculine. And it really feels like it has a lot to do with third-party situations. It's about this energy of understanding that those energies, we both need to break free of them in order to create a union and a structure. In order to move forward, those situations and outside interferences have to leave, have to end. And so I just kind of feel like, masculine and feminine, as far as where their soul contract is concerned, maybe one or both of you are in this energy of like, oh, I don't think it's over. I don't think that, he's not with that person anymore. I think that it may be over, but, I kind of feel like the energy is still there. And this has a lot to do with your own mindset. Eight of Swords. It's like you're both, right? If you're the person that is like, oh my God, I still think he's still with that third party, you're imprisoning yourself in that narrative. You are holding yourself hostage to that narrative, and you've got to break free of it. You've got to settle down. You've got to ground yourself. And if he is still with somebody, whatever, move forward on your own journey. He is learning lessons right now that he needs to learn from other people, not necessarily you. And if you're the masculine that's in that third party or karmic connection, then you may be like, oh, you know what? This connection hasn't really worked out with that other person. And now I'm experiencing loss of my feminine, or the loss of the relationship with the karmic and the feminine. And I just feel very stuck in this third party situation. And he needs to break free of his own imprisonment, of his own trapping. Like he trapped himself in that connection. He bound himself in that connection. He is the only one that can free himself of that imprisonment. And by the way, Eight of Swords, that's that energy where, you have it in you to cut yourself out of situations, to cut yourself out of the dilemma. But this energy, if you stay in that energy, it's going to be difficult to cut out of that energy because you feel imprisoned. You have to be empowered to release yourself, both of you, masculine and feminine, from that mindset. So it just really feels like both masculine and feminine are in this energy where their thoughts are getting, controlling them a little bit. It's kind of it's kind of taking them away from their illumination and their light. Okay, so because we got 2 queens and 1 king in this reading, it really feels to me like this third party energy is still energetically there. Okay, it definitely feels like that relationship is still very much energetically in the connection. And so what I had to do was, kind of pull the energy first for masculine, feminine, and the karmic to see how they're showing up in these readings. And so bottom of the deck, all 3 of them, because this is for all 3 of them, are in the Queen of Swords energy. They're in this energy of their own wisdom. They're in the energy of seeing through BS. They're in this energy of standing in their truth, understanding when they need to use their sword to cut things out or to cut people out. I feel like masculine's in the energy. I feel like feminine's in that energy. I feel like the karmic's in that energy. And it just very much feels like they're looking at their abundance, each of them, not just one of them, not just feminine, not just masculine, karmic too. They're all looking at what works for them long term and what does not work for them long term. So, this karmic, even though the masculine may be in the karmic relationship, this is, a lesson not only for him, but for the karmic. But frankly, this reading is showing me that masculine being in that karmic connection is frankly a lesson for divine feminine in her self-worth and in her honesty and integrity too. So let's go ahead and take a look at what is masculine's energy. How is he showing up as this Queen of Swords, and what is he thinking about long term? Well, there's an energy of 6 of Pentacles. Look, there's 3 people here too. He may be giving a little bit to you, giving a little bit to the karmic, taking some for himself. I just feel like there's an energy of responsibility. There's an energy of give and take. I feel like he knows that he needs to be honest in his interactions, and he needs to do the right thing. The Hierophant card is telling me it's about morality and ethics and spiritual advisement. It's like he wants to give to everybody in truth and in honesty. But what he ends up doing when he's like a little here and a little there and he's breadcrumbing, he's actually being dishonest with everyone, including himself, right? And him taking responsibility and giving and doing this and doing that and taking, he's actually being dishonest, right? He thinks he's doing something good, but he's not quite in his morality and he's not quite being ethical. Divine feminine, how's she showing up? 10 of Cups. She's like, you know what? I want to be happy. What do I know about, like in that Queen of Swords, 10 of Pentacles, bottom of the deck? She's like, you know what? I'm happy to cut out anyone that needs to get cut out because I want to be happy in this lifetime. This is my truth. This is my clarity. Union, no union. I want to be happy. I want to have the 10 of Cups. The energy of the karmic, King of Cups. So she's in this energy. See, now this is the energy that tends to be missing for masculine at times, right? So I feel like the karmic is in king energy. She's probably more in the masculine energy than divine masculine is. And so she's in this energy of emotions. She's in this energy of her heart space. She has some emotional immaturity about what it is that she wants to create, what it is that she wants to manifest. And I feel like she's being forthright with that about masculine. She may be saying, hey, I want more, or I want this. I've mastered myself. I've mastered my emotions. What are you going to give me? What are you giving me? And masculine's like, well, I'm going to give in a little here, and I'm giving a little there. He's not giving much. So this has the contract a little stuck right now because feminine's like, I'm cutting through this. I'm cutting through this. She's like, I'm cutting through it. I'm not going to stay stuck. I'm empowered. I know what I want. I want to break free of this crappy energy. And masculine's like a little here, a little there. And karmic's like, what are you going to give? I know what I am, what I want, what I have, and what I want to create. So let's go to the to the contract. Where is the contract between masculine and feminine? The karmic trench. Not surprised at all that that card came out. because when this card comes out, it's all about this energy of masculine and feminine. Like, are we making different choices? Are we making different decisions? So when the Four of Scrolls comes out, and it's a four, it's like you cannot build a new foundation. You cannot build the Four of Wands when you're still in karmic energy. That could be a person, that could be a pattern, that could be a situation. So this card is saying, hey, look, there's some difficult times right now. Self-defeating feelings, self-defeating thoughts. We just saw that with the Eight of Swords. And you've brought this forward into this connection over many lifetimes. You've returned to this lifetime, masculine and feminine, with the intention of finally breaking out of this karmic pattern. It feels like this masculine, this feminine, this karmic have had many lifetimes together. And now this is the lifetime to break this karmic tie, karmic pattern, karmic cycle once and for all. And so that's the intention when you came into this lifetime, right? Like to finally break the pattern and to come into a divine union. And in this lifetime, you know, it's like masculine and feminine have been digging themselves deeper, deeper, deeper into karmic trenches. Maybe there's always a third party in this connection. Maybe there's, you know, maybe it's different people, but there's always a third party. There's always the karmic, and there's always something like that. But you know what? Feminine is starting to realize that, you know what? I just want to be happy. And so she's making different decisions. Masculine's in this energy where it feels like he's still digging out of the karmic trench. And so the Devil card comes out. And I'm not surprised. This is the karmic trench of toxicity, of immediate gratification, of feeding the flesh, of toxic behaviors, toxic partners, betrayals. And it keeps Ace of Pentacles, new opportunities, stuck. And that is because we are just hell-bent on breaking the rules. We are not steadying ourselves. We are not anchoring ourselves. We are not restraining ourselves from toxic behavior. Maybe masculine's like, you know what? Fine, I'm just going to date everybody. I'm not going to make any offers. Maybe I just want to be a lone wolf, and I don't really want to anchor anything in right now. He's learning lessons from that behavior. That behavior of, I'm going to commit to no one, and I'm not even committing to myself. That type of toxicity and behavior is keeping this offer from masculine stuck right now. Which takes us to this next card, which is the King of Forces. And I typically see the King of Forces like the King of Wands energy. And so when the King of Forces comes out, to me, this is really that energy of masculine. Right? The King of Forces in this reading is about someone who's supposed to be powerful and magnetic and positive and gentle and honest. And this is what he's here to do. He's here to finally be honest, to be in his power, to be in this energy of, you know, his force. But where is he learning that? Magician. Where do we get the magician? The karmic's energy. So masculine is very much learning how to come into his power from this karmic energy. This is where he's going to experience his ego death. Through this karmic, right? She's mastered her emotions and what she wants to manifest. And now in this soul contract, that's where masculine is learning how to be a master, how to have this ego, look at this, ego death, how to drop into his heart space. And guess who's in the heart space, right? King of Cups. This is the lesson that this karmic continues to teach this masculine. It's like, you got to grow up, masculine. You've got to come into your mastery. You have to come into your power. You've got to drop the ego. You got to drop the ego. You have to get into your heart space. Which takes us to the next card, which is the Queen of Scrolls, which is the Queen of Swords for me in this deck, which is at the bottom of the deck, about how masculine, feminine, and the karmic are all, like, what they're all embodying. So what about the Queen of Scrolls? The Queen of Scrolls is someone who's in their knowledge, in their empowerment, in their wisdom, and can communicate as such. So all three of them are in this energy of star cleansing, healing, alignment, so that an offer can be made, right? The offer in this connection is stuck right now because masculine needs to master himself. And so right now there is an energy of strategy, tactics. There is a higher like learning at play here about the heart. So this is how it works. Karmic is teaching masculine about the heart space. Masculine is learning how to center into his heart space. But also this karmic is teaching feminine that, you know what? Learn about, your own alignment and what is good for you and what is good for your heart, and operate in forgiveness. And that's where feminine's at. She's like, you know what? I want it all. I deserve it all. This is my truth. This is my clarity. And if masculine wants to choose the karmic, then fine, go. So they're all in their truth right now, which is, I love that energy. I love that energy. And by the way, don't hate on the karmic. Don't hate on the karmic ever. This karmic is not only a part of the masculine soul family, but has also become a part of your soul family. This karmic is teaching you, teaching him. The karmic is also learning from you and him. So it's very important to know that you are all pulling yourself out of this karmic trench. Masculine is learning from the karmic how to end that ego once and for all and be in his own mastery. All three of you are learning what it is that you want to manifest in this lifetime, where the power plays are, where is the strategy, what is the course of action as we move further into the heart space. And frankly, finally, we have feminine, Queen of Pentacles. She's a boss. She's a boss. She is the queen of her queendom. She is the queen of her environment. And by the way, speaking of this, hey, have you guys joined the Soul Circle? The Soul Circle is my online global wellness center where you can learn about yourself. You can attend workshops. I have several workshops a month where you can be a part of a community and chat. There is an emotional, mental, spiritual, and physical component to this wellness center. It has an app. We have an app that you can connect to all of us on the go. It's just a beautiful, beautiful mission that I have finally kind of put into reality. And in this month only, I am offering, for those of you who join at the VIP level, and I'm going to attach the link here to join. If you join at the VIP level, then I will give you a free 1-question reading. That's that Instagram story reading. And if you don't have Instagram, I will just email you the answer to your reading. That's a $40 value. So this here is absolutely worth it. When you think about how much it costs to attend one workshop, whether it's like $60, $70, $80, the VIP plan gives you access not to one, not to two, but to three, many, many, many workshops per month. So check it out, join today, and join us all in the inner circle. So Queen of Keys here, this is that energy of that queen who is a master at her environment, at her business, at her mission, everything, right? And she wants a king. She wants the King of Wands right here. She's like, you know what? If you're going to be with me, you need to be in your mastery. That's the only way, Lover's card, this divine union will be. And by the way, the Lovers, the devil is the shadow to this energy, right? When you look at the cards, you have in the traditional the visual, like the pictures on the cards, you'll see the Lovers are either chained or the Lovers are free to choose. Here, right now, it's chained because we're working through the karmic trench. And here, she's like, I'm cut out of the karmic trench. I'm making different decisions. If you want to be with me, masculine, then you've got to come forward as the king. You have to come forward as competent. You have to come forward as an expert on your journey. Otherwise, I'm going to just let it be. I'm going to keep it in winter. I'm going to stay detached because she's in this energy where she's saying, I'm going to use my sword. And this union masculine doesn't have to end with you. So she's very much in her energy of surrender and detachment, okay? And I just feel like a lot is going on right now, and I feel like a lot is being processed and actually worked on. I really do feel like there is active work going on um, in this karmic trench, so that ultimately masculine and feminine can shift into their alignment. Feminine's in the alignment, masculine's close to this ego death. So actually, let's go ahead and just see. Like, so we know where they're at today. Let's see where they're potentially headed. Okay, so let's get masculine's energy. What is his, potential future energy? Oh God, Knight of Wands. Potential future energy for feminine. The Moon. Potential future energy for the karmic. Eight of Pentacles. Okay, bottom. Oh my God, look at this. Bottom of the deck is the Lovers. Let's clarify these cards. Knight of Wands, Three of Cups for masculine. Moon, Two of Pentacles. Oh my God, look at this Moon. Oh my God, and the Lovers again. So I do feel like choices are going to need to be made. Potential future energy for masculine. I feel like he's still kind of going to be in and out of this, outside energy, trying to connect with the feminine, but then also kind of, cutting ties or redefining his relationship with other people. I feel like for divine feminine, there is this energy of intuition and fear that she's going to work on balancing out. And frankly, with the Eight of Pentacles and the Moon for the karmic, just really feels like this karmic person is going to be becoming very aware of divine feminine, and she is going to be doing her own work, doing her own work around her own mastery to be more like the feminine or more into her own intuition. It just really feels like masculine might make both of them aware of each other. Feminine's like, I don't know how I feel about this. And the karmic's going to be like, well, I got to work on my fear. Let's just get one card and let's see what the potential energy is for the contract, okay, in the future. So where is this connection for the soul contract headed? I'm like, I don't even want to flip it over. I'm nervous. Oh my God. Two worlds. Interesting. What is this about? Yeah, King of Pentacles. He needs to be the king to the queen. Yes. Ten of Swords, Seven of Wands. My goodness. Yep, Constellation. Okay, very interesting. Now, bottom of the deck for where is the connection headed? Balance. We're headed into balance. We already saw that. Where do we get the imbalance? Right here, right? There's an imbalance in the connection. I feel like we got that probably at the bottom of the deck. I forget where, but there is absolutely this balancing that needs to occur. Feminine's in this energy of balancing her intuition with her fears, with everything that's going on subconsciously and then honestly in her world. So I feel like balance is coming. Balance is coming. Right? There is going to be this energy where we're starting to release our guards and our defensiveness. We're in this energy where we're starting to ground and we're getting ready to alchemize. We're getting ready to create. We're getting ready to put something in motion. So what is the energy of the contract? What is the potential next stage of the contract? Two of scrolls, two of scrolls, two worlds. So when this card comes out in a reading, first and foremost, I always get the energy of like 5D and 3D. Okay. Like, we're operating in the astral, and then we're operating in the 3D world. So that could be one description. But when this card comes out, this is actually about the energy of conflict in your life between your outer world and your spirit, right? Like I just said. So it's like you have this many lifetimes together, and maybe there's been an imbalance because there's been way too many people involved in a connection for many lifetimes, and now it's time to have that balance. Where did I put the balance card? Oh, right here. Now it's time to have balance where there has been imbalance over many lifetimes. Okay, so now you're both experiencing this polarity again in this lifetime. And it's like, it feels like, okay, well, I have to do this or I have to do that. And there's this push pull. And so now both masculine and feminine are like no longer going to be in worry. They're going to trust, they're going to integrate their own truth, their higher self to this reality. And that means that this King of Pentacles, if he's been too focused on money and stability in, finances or what have you, he's going to start to end those types of like karmic cycles, right? About money, about 3D, about immediate gratification. And he's going to start to connect more with that outer energy, that inner energy, as far as his spirit and his higher self, because he knows he needs to be divinely guided. He cannot be guided just by income, about career, about job title, or possessions. There has to be some sort of balance now between both worlds, the outer world and the inner world. And this King of Pentacles is going to have to go through that ego death about what he identified as his identity. And he's got to get into this energy of organizing himself, connecting more to his higher self, because that is his destiny. He has a destiny. He is being divinely guided. There is this energy of him connecting to his spirituality, and it's very important that he does. Okay, so we'll do more. We'll do more. If you guys are members of this channel, you'll see that I did the February themes for masculine and feminine, and this kind of touches on that. It just kind of feels like it touches on that. There are some changes and some shifts that are going to happen within the coming weeks, and allow it, lean into it. Okay, embrace it, because anything that is happening right now, that always happens, is always for your higher good. It may not feel good at the time, but it is absolutely for your higher good. Okay, have a great day. Don't forget, join the soul circle. Bye.